Welcome back, everyone. I'm so excited to have you here for today's explainer. If you're a focused learner who's all about efficiency, well, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're talking about taking back one of your absolute most precious resources, and that's your time. Specifically, we're going to look at how to reclaim all those hours you lose every single week to repetitive typing. Seriously, take a second and think about this. How much of your day is wasted typing the exact same sentences over and over? Your email address, that standard greeting to a new client, or those troubleshooting steps you've typed out literally 1,000 times before. It's universally frustrating, right? It breaks our flow, it strains our hands, and honestly, it's just a massive time sink. But what if we could just automate all of that away? Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, the repetitive typing cure. So our main focus today is a tool called Jitbit AutoText. It's an automatic typing tool, basically a text expander and multi-clipboard designed specifically for Windows. Here's how the whole thing works. You just assign a short little acronym or keyword to a text snippet you use all the time. This could be a phrase, a sentence, or even a massive paragraph. Whenever you type that short abbreviation, the software instantly auto-types the full snippet for you. And the absolute best part, it's completely free for personal use. Now, I want you to listen to this real-world review from a power user. They said, "For me, this is a lifesaver with arthritis and neuropathy in my hands." I mean, wow. This isn't just about shaving off a few seconds here and there to squeeze more work into your day. For people who aren't the fastest typists or who maybe deal with physical ailments, reducing keystrokes provides real, tangible physical relief. It actually allows you to breeze through your daily communication with way fewer clicks and significantly less physical strain. Moving right along to Section 2, how AutoText works everywhere. What's really fascinating here is the sheer versatility of this thing. You might already be familiar with the AutoText feature built into Microsoft Office, but the massive competitive advantage with Jitbit AutoText is that it works system-wide. Seriously, look at this list. It works in MS Word and Notepad, sure, but it also works seamlessly in your web browsers, Firefox, Opera, Internet Explorer, HTML editors, Google Docs, Gmail, the whole shebang. It literally turns all of your favorite programs into autocorrect-enabled platforms. It really doesn't matter where you're typing on your computer, your shortcuts are right there with you. All right, let's look at Section 3, real-world time-saving magic. Picture this scenario. You're wrapping up an email to a client. Instead of typing out that standard closing sentence we all use a million times a day, you just type 3 letters, FFR. The exact second you hit the spacebar, the software instantly expands those 3 letters into a polite, perfectly punctuated sentence. Feel free to contact me if you have any other questions. Just like that. You stay perfectly polite and responsive, but you just saved yourself, 40 keystrokes? I gotta tell you, it feels like absolute magic the first time you do it. Here's another concrete example, and this one is fantastic for help desk or customer support teams. You type SCR, bam. It immediately expands to, "Here's how you take a screenshot. When done, send the image to our support team." By keeping a collection of these canned responses right at your fingertips, your team's communication becomes incredibly efficient, and you never sacrifice clarity. And in a high-pressure situation, speed is absolutely everything. Imagine a service goes down and tickets are just flooding in. You type ACK and it instantly drops in, "We are aware of the outage problem and dealing with it right now." Notice how it blends that rapid crisis management with natural human language. You don't sound like an automated robot, you're just delivering very human responses at superhuman speeds. Okay, let's level up. Section 4, the Power User's Playbook. Now, the secret to truly mastering text expansion is creating a standard set of rules for your shortcuts. Take a look at this brilliant mental framework a real power user created so they wouldn't have to memorize random strings of letters. For example, if they're promoting something, all their affiliate IDs start with an A dash followed by the name. Program names start with G dash. Text ad copy starts with S dash. Standardizing your rules like this is a total game changer. It facilitates consistency, completely stops you from forgetting your own codes, and totally eliminates copy-pasting errors when you're storing complex advertising assets. Let's actually see this playbook in action. Just look at the sheer length of that URL on the right. If you had to type that whole thing out, or even dig through your bookmarks to copy and paste it every single time, that would be incredibly painful. But by using this structured rule system, the user just types their A-name shortcut, in this case, A-commissions unleashed, and boom, it effortlessly pastes that massive, error-free URL right into the browser or email. But they didn't stop there. For the information you're typing literally every single day, your name, your primary email, your PayPal address, This power user went ahead and chose three-letter keywords centered right in the middle of the QWERT keyboard. Typing RRR instantly drops in their most common username. Typing MMM drops in their primary email. Because your fingers are already naturally resting right near those keys, the physical act of typing out your core daily info becomes practically instantaneous. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this sounds amazing, but isn't it going to take forever to set up? Not at all. Look at this workflow. When this affiliate marketer adopts a new program, they figure out their essential marketing components, and then they spend exactly 5 minutes, literally just 5 minutes, building out their Jitbit shortcuts. That is it. A 5-minute setup investment that saves, countless hours down the road.
All right, let's talk administration. Section 5, organizing your shortcuts.
As you start building up your own library of shortcuts, the software actually lets you create folders to group them together. Now, the best practice here is to keep it super simple. Use just a couple of broad folders, like projects, phrases, and maybe a miscellaneous one. Don't go crazy creating too many folders, or it just becomes way too complex to manage. Oh, and here's a very firm warning direct from the experts. Never use duplicate keywords across your folders. Seriously, if you duplicate an entry, give it a unique keyword. If you have duplicates, you're going to end up getting some very weird, unexpected results when the software tries to guess which snippet you actually meant to expand.
Finally, we have to talk about protecting your time investment. After you put in the effort to build out a really robust library of shortcuts for all your major programs, you absolutely must back it up. Jitbit lets you save and restore your database, which is great. And while TXT and CSV export options do exist, the power users strongly recommend always exporting your database to an XML file. The XML export is just the most consistently dependable format for your backup software to save, which ensures you are never going to lose all those custom snippets you worked on. Which brings us to our final thought for today's explainer. If you never had to type your most used phrases, emails, URLs, or support answers ever again, what could you achieve with that extra time? We've seen exactly how a simple, free text expander can eliminate keystrokes, reduce physical strain, and just dramatically speed up your workflow. The blueprint is right there in front of you. So the challenge is now on you. Spend those 5 minutes setting it up and start taking your time back. Thank you so much for joining me today, and hey, happy typing!